What's going on?
Not much. Sorry, we're starting a little late.
Yeah, what's your excuse this time?
I had a soccer game and then late dinner and then putting my kids to bed.
I want you to choose right now between this show and the rest of your life, your family, your work. I think it's about time.
I mean, some people would have loved to like take a nap for the afternoon. I didn't get to do that.
I didn't even do that. I was going to, but I have a guest here. There's somebody my friend Matt's in the back again.
Do you feel like you do better with someone who's not paying attention to what you're doing?
I remember when he was here last time, it was in the back of my mind. Like, wonder what it sounds. I mean, it's so exciting, the back and forth, between you and I. But if you only hear the forth or the back, is it as?
Because the Zoom can record each one of us separately. You should just publish one of our sides and see if it's more popular. It's a meta episode.
What would a conversation be like if it was only one-sided?
It's like clapping with one hand.
Or if a tree falls in the forest.
That's exactly what was on my mind. And no one heard it. It has nothing. I thought of it, and then I thought it has really nothing to do with the scenario. And then
I think it does.
And then you said it.
Is it an actual conversation if there's only one person talking?
Okay. Well, I guess the tree falling in the woods doesn't make a sound. If you're talking and no one's around, doesn't make a
conversation, yeah.
Jarrod forgot to say it, so I'm going to say it for him. It's Friday night in the mag room.
All around the world you can hear them. Hey, hey, hey. Talking about news and kind of funny stuff. Hey, hey, hey. Mag room. Mag room. The mag room. The mag room.
Anything else new? What else is new in your life?
This isn't exciting, but okay. Let's see. What if I just did it like here? You pretend that you're me at work.
Okay.
And I'm going to pretend I'm my 5 o'clock FedEx driver, my new 5 o'clock FedEx driver. Mm-hmm. And I'm coming to pick up the parcels that are going out that night. And then you are going to go home. Okay. You get it? Okay.
Right. Hey.
Okay. Door open.
Hey, man. What's going on?
Hold on. I want to lead this.
Hey, fucker. Man. What's going on?
It's not how I talk. F*** you.
You want to be my friend?
Ready? Here we go.
Bring me
Door
a coffee?
Open. I hate you. Why? Maybe should I just tell the story and not involve you at all?
No, this is fun.
Okay. Ready?
All right.
The door
You're
open.
First?
Well, I just wanted to see how you react to something she said to me.
All right,
so I'm going to be her and you're going to be me. Hey, what's going on? Just here to pick up the 5 o'clock stuff.
Okay, that's great. Are you the new FedEx girl?
I've been with the company for a while, but this part of this route is new to me. But yeah. So what's your last name?
Do you need that for the records or?
Exactly. Yeah, I was just wondering what your last name is.
Einloth.
Okay.
Was there anything after that, or did that?
No, it just freaked me out. Like, why did she ask she didn't ask my first name, but she asked my last name. She didn't ask my first name.
Was she in the military? She only.
I don't know. I thought she was trying to steal
name?
my identity or something.
What's up, Einloth?
I'll see you at 1700 hours tomorrow.
Better get this place in ship-shape order, Einloth. What did she when she said goodbye? Did she say goodbye, Einloth, or what did she say?
I didn't tell her. It was kind of funny.
You didn't tell her?
No.
So it will be awkward every time from now on.
Maybe if she really wanted to know it, it might be awkward.
She's gonna quit her job.
What happened was she asked me what my last name was. I was like, what? And she said, what's your last name? And I kind of like started to figure out, like, I don't know if I want to tell you my last name right off the bat. And then there was like,
say that, or?
And then I swear to God, there was like a little ruckus outside. There were kids riding their bikes by, and something happened. And she turned and looked, and I faked a phone call, and I got away with it. But I just thought it was really good. I don't know, whatever.
I feel like you should have told her. Like, she can probably find it out pretty easily.
Yeah,
do you sign things?
Ask me my first name.
I'm sure FedEx
I would have told her. I guess I would have. I don't know.
What if she said, "What's your full name?" I think people just start throwing off. She's like, "Oh, I'm an Einloth."
You don't think that's a weird?
You don't know the guy who owns the mailroom business?
Oh, Mark Einloth.
I'm his wife. You're gonna let me in this club?
You think my name carries cash with it?
That's why she wanted to know, because you're the
interesting. All right,
you're the mailroom king of West Jupiter.
Well, now I'm kind of into this, and I don't know why I was so suspicious of her. I'm sorry, lady, whatever your name is. I don't know her name. That's the best part.
Oh, good. Okay,
that's all.
I think it will go one of two ways. Either she's quit her job because she can never come back to your store, or next week you guys will go on a date.
I'm gonna say number 3 happens. And I have her fired on Monday by telling them that she did something inappropriate in my store. Maybe you guys can write in and tell me what that should be. But
you're just going to make it up. You're not even going to just go with the last name thing and see if that goes anywhere with their supervisor?
No, I'm going to say she threatened me or something like that.
Interesting. Okay. That seems...
Yeah, I just don't want her around me ever again.
Seems like a good idea to ruin someone's life over that.
Well, I can't call up and say, look, your driver creeped me out, man. That won't get her fired. I need her off the streets, you know?
How does someone get your business card then? What if she came in and said, wow, this is a really nice operation you have. Do you have a business card where I could contact you?
I do not. No. I've never
really?
A business card? Is that what you're saying?
Maybe you could just tell me your last name.
My last give me 1 second. What's that, Dave? Hold on, I just got to run over here and get this.
There's nobody over there. Nobody's.
Oh, you can't see him. He's a member of a scientific experiment. He is over there, but he works over at Max Planck, and they're doing research on some sort of, I don't know. It's over my head, but he's there. I see him. I'm going to grab his mail. I'll be right back. Okay.
All right, I'll just wait here. Wait for your last name.
Okay.
I sent you a movie for next week.
Yes. I started watching it.
Really? I didn't watch it.
I'd say I watched about 10 minutes of it so far, 15
Yeah, it was about the idea of, and it really hit me. Because it said, do you pine for a retail space that was important to you but is no more? And this movie that we're going to watch and talk about was about Tower Records. And it just made me think about that. All those retail spaces that, like Blockbuster.
Nobody ever goes to anymore? Yeah.
I was talking with my brother. He didn't agree on the Blockbuster video. He said I was romanticizing it.
Oh, I'll go back further than that. For as far as those types of things are concerned, you grew up in New Milford, right? Did New Milford was there a New Milford video store? We had a Cheshire Video.
I worked at one, Network Video.
I love those places. You go in and there's something to, and maybe it's just me being old or whatever, but like, all right, so nowadays, have you ever been into a bar where they have a jukebox anymore?
No, but that's amazing.
Most jukeboxes nowadays have access to...
Oh, they're digital, yeah.
Yeah, it's a digital jukebox. I love when you see a place that has an old school jukebox where you can only pick the songs that they put in there. And there's something to that with movie stores too. I kind of miss like hoping that the one thing that when Jaws came out or whatever, hoping that was in there, that they only had 6 copies and they'd call you when their yours was in or whatever. I don't know.
And you had to, and the one I worked at, the movie was due by 7 p.m. the next day. So you literally had to watch it that
night. I don't remember what the return policies were.
I'm sure the local ones were not. It was not great, especially for the new ones. They just wanted to turn them over.
Yeah. I think that's
Video World. There was Network Video World, and one other one. My mom worked at the other one for a while after I worked.
You and your mom worked at competing video stores?
Not at the same time, but
that would have made Thanksgiving dinner weird.
Lori Video was the third one.
Is that my sister?
Yeah, she ran it. She owned it. She used to be a video store mogul. Just mix in with people, right? You go there. There's the social capital. You're going to see people. You mix.
It was right next door to Subway. Later in my high school career.
Yeah.
We'll pick up a movie, walk over to Subway, stop into Marshall's, pick up a new pair of shorts or something.
Interesting. That was a whole night for you? Like a whole Saturday?
It was also the Cleaners. The Cleaners was in there. There was a Rite Aid on the other side.
What do you do at the Rite Aid? Maybe checking out some magazines at the Rite Aid?
I stole from the Rite Aid when I was a wee lass at one point. Nice.
Remember the checking out magazines though, like at any store?
That's what I did. I stole like a dirty magazine. I was like 12 and I stole a dirty magazine.
Not even stealing though, but just reading them.
Yeah.
Like being in, like your mom was in the supermarket. And I'm just going to go over to the mag. And it was just all these cool
Check out some pornos. You just stand there and look at porno?
It wasn't porn. Just there's other magazines besides pornos.
Oh, I didn't realize that. I was always drawn to the porn.
Rolling Stone or Maxim. Or
remember Mad and Cracked?
Oh, I used to subscribe to Mad.
I don't know that I ever subscribed, but I
Cracked
a bunch of them. Yeah, it was such a bad takeoff.
Cracked was bad.
Sorry.
But Mad Magazine was good.
It was the best.
Yeah, so it talks about that. The social capital, the Tower Records. So I thought it'd be cool to watch it, maybe for everyone to reminisce about.
Did you watch it? You didn't watch any of it?
No.
Okay. So you and I are watching that for next week, and we're going to have a little movie discussion?
Yeah.
Good. That's a little switch up of the Mooga thing, the Mooga movie.
Yeah, it's called All Things Must Pass, The Rise and Fall of Tower Records. It was released in 2015. It was directed by Colin Hanks.
Yeah, I saw
Tom
that.
Hanks' son. It is a feature documentary film. Yeah, it said the company Tower Records made...
Good record stores were mint back in the day.
I
used to drive to Wallingford. My favorite record store when I was a kid was in Wallingford. Oh, no, there was a really good record store in Waterbury, too.
Charlotte had a great one when we lived there.
Yep.
Oh, in 1999, Tower Records made $1 billion.
And then it filed for bankruptcy like 5 years later, right?
Yeah, 7 years later, 2006. They're still open in Japan. We should go to Japan. Japan still people buy a lot of CDs.
That's the retro thing there?
I guess.
Because my sister and my nephews, I think, all have record players.
Yeah, records. Yeah.
So I still do DVDs. Does that make me?
You're retro. Yeah.
Yeah.
You should open a little with all your DVDs that you watch. A little
movie night
exchange program in your store.
Well, that's what this is.
Oh, it is. Oh, you just steal them all for yourself, though.
Well, just the ones that I want.
Do you bring them back for other people to use later?
Yeah, there's books, there's puzzles,
you just
there's jigsaw puzzles.
You have a whole room full of hundreds of DVDs at your house that you've taken from the store?
No, I have. I've got a book. I don't know.
That's a large book. The way you held your hands there.
It's big, dude. It really is. Like that's the one thing that's just gonna always be better about digital stuff is that.
Yeah, you got to store the stuff.
Store the stuff, yeah. And when your cat knocks the DVD thing off in the middle of the night, there's a huge bang in the room. You have no idea what's going on.
It's because you didn't watch a movie with her last week. She was pissed.
But I got her Wednesday night. We had movie night this week.
Yeah. Will she be mad if you watch the movie that I chose? Will that seem...
No. Although I am going to have to watch it at the store.
Oh, really? Oh, because it's a video on...
It's on YouTube.
Said you can buy it on a DVD.
I just looked on YouTube to find the trailer, and it was on there.
Yep. So if you're listening to this, watch the documentary before you listen to our next episode. Do you feel like we are an influencer couple now, Mark?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, me too. So they have this article from Morning Brew, and your mom sent an email this week. Basically, that almost broke us up. Yeah, because she said, "Good funny episode, guys. A question for you, Mark. Does Jarrod ever stop asking questions or allow you to finish a sentence or thought?" She almost, I was spiraling for a few days.
Well, and I apologize when you were crying on the phone. I didn't mean to laugh at you.
No, I'm very fragile these days, and
yeah, she just jumped right on you.
Me, and it almost broke us up. I almost was like, "That's it, we're over."
On behalf of the whole, I don't want to say my last name, but on behalf of the whole blank family, I'd just like to apologize and say that she didn't mean that. She was just poking you.
So, but if we do say when we get bigger, like we're an influencer couple and we get sponsors,
sure,
it becomes an issue when you break up. So this is what this article is about. When AJ Cardis and his boyfriend broke up, they had a lot to think about. Beyond the normal logistics, like who keeps the apartment or the cat, like I'll get Lily for sure.
That deals off already. It's my only friend. Stop reading the story.
Out something slightly more complicated. What to do about their upcoming brand deals?
Oh.
We had a few brand deals coming up. One was already in progress. We were still getting inbounds after we broke up.
What does that mean?
It's a problem that, like, I think people were still...
Offers?
Yeah, offers. Than more than a few marketers have run into. After all, brands contract couples to double team content rather than tapping individual influencers.
Are you and I doing these things right now?
And they do it for a reason. So we got to dabble team the content.
Like I'm okay. Some of those things sound okay with me, but
and then
some sound
instead
really
of
weird.
tapping individual influencers. I mean, said when you break up, you have a few choices. If we can remain professional for a while, we just pretend we're not broken up. So we wait until the deals are done and
bring the kids out to dinner with us every night.
Yeah, we fake we're still together.
Yeah.
Like the Try Guys could have tried that.
Dad's going away for the weekend. He'll be back on Monday.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then other one, it's if it's messy, like ours probably would have been messy.
It'll end up messy, yeah.
You just break up and then the brands figure it out. Said sometimes they have a replacement brand or they look to make something for the individual. So if we do this podcast individually after, then the brands could go with each of us. So I just think we have to have a plan just in case. I mean, we have all these deals coming in now. I don't know why your mom was trying to break us up, though. It was kind of weird. Unless she wanted you to get all the deals on your own. Maybe she thinks we're spending too much. Although you probably don't hang out with your parents at 8:30 p.m. on a
Friday night.
No.
Getting drunk on tequila.
Maybe your mom wants to start a podcast
letting my mom antagonize me for 45 straight minutes. No, we don't have that.
It would be great if that was the end game here. She wanted to start a podcast with you.
I mean, if it'll keep her from trying to us up, then yes, I'd love to add. Mom, you and I, we'll just talk for 20 minutes a week. I'll get it down to a tight 4 or 5.
Lynn stories.
Yeah.
Lynn stories. She'll say, "Have you heard about this new yoga move, Mark?"
Yeah. Or maybe she just trash you for 2 minutes. That'd be kind of cool. Wish Jarrod would stop making that sound where he goes,
Mark, why are you? Yes. Mark, why are you still with that Jarrod? You'd still ghost places without him.
Yeah. You and Larry Hankin would be a good couple.
He always interrupts you and stuff. You should just go out on your own.
Mom, I couldn't do this show without Jarrod.
You're so cute with your cheeks and stuff.
No, I'm not.
I love you so much. You should start a cult, Mark.
All right. Or we think it's South America, right?
Nice.
We got to get out of extradition zones.
Do you lose a lot of things, Mark?
Yes. Misplace. I like to say misplace because I do eventually find them. Yeah.
Nothing permanently.
I'm pretty good about most of my essentials, but I misplace where's that pair of pliers? Where's that pair of scissors? Where's that one thing that I do that kind of thing all the time.
Does anyone ever lose anything in your store? Like leave something in your store?
Keys, cards, glasses, scissors. I had a pair of leopard print scissors once because somebody left them in my store.
What do you do?
Dust them for fingerprints and then call them I try to get it elevated as high as I can. Of course, I start with the regular police department, but if they won't help me, I'll go to the county.
Or you're going to have to wait 24 hours. Did that person ever come back?
No, he was murdered.
Was that related?
Yeah.
If he'd only had his scissors, he would have been able to stop it. He was getting murdered and he reached in his pocket and it was just empty. Murdered had nothing to defend himself with, and you had taken
Give me your goddamn scissors! So ever since then, I track people down.
Anyone that leaves something.
I try to. If you leave your license here, I'll give it a couple days, and then I'll drive and stick it in your mailbox. Because you're really not supposed to do that.
It feels like you could just call them, right?
Well, not if it's a driver's license. I mean, they don't necessarily have their phone number. I just have
their last name.
Yeah, but they don't know mine, and they won't answer the phone. They just see Mark, and then parentheses.
Do you change your last name on your phone? Yeah. All right, so we're talking about losing things. So this is from Washington Post. Gary Tognetti's daughter and her friend were manning his fruit stand when an older man asked for some cold cherries for his drive down to Beverly Hills. After the man drove off, I don't know. You don't get any cold cherries for your long drive?
This is the same type of person that would say, "What's your last name?"
The girls noticed the wallet had been left behind. It was sitting in a bin of corn. It was only the next day that Tognetti's 15-year-old daughter showed him the wallet, so she kept it a whole day. You've got to be kidding me, Tognetti thought when he opened it. The driver's license inside belonged to none other than...
Clint Eastwood.
Oh, it's close.
Robert Duvall. Am I really going to guess this? Am I close enough right now to that I'm not far?
I'm trying to think of a quote. Mr. Sulu, put the spaceship
George Takei.
Put the spaceship on.
George Takei. William Shatner.
On cruise.
William Shatner.
That was a terrible Star Trek. I didn't even know what he says.
They had cruise control. They had cruise control on the.
They just like, hey, we're just gonna cruise around for a while.
Put the high beams on, Sulu.
It's like the most boring episode of Star Trek ever. You're just on cruise control.
So I didn't get it yet. It wasn't Sulu. It was Shatner. Leonard Nimoy. Leonard Nimoy.
William Shatner. William Nimoy's dead. It's William Shatner. And her friend recognized him only as the man who bought the cold cherries. So it was William Shatner.
He was
so
the cold cherry guy?
Yeah, so what would you do? He put it...
Report to the news, like, who else has ever asked for cold cherries before?
Yeah, in addition to the cherries, he bought 2 baskets of
slightly warm bananas
and 2 baskets of red. He also bought, guess what else?
Strawberries.
Nope. He bought $2 worth of corn. He said he paid for the corn in advance and then dropped his wallet and reached into the bin.
So he asked for cold cherries and they had cold cherries?
Yeah, that's the part that's blowing your mind. So if Shatner left his wallet, you're going to help him get it because you want to know about the cold cherries, basically.
Yeah, that's piqued my interest. But does it say how they contacted him?
They contacted the police.
Oh, okay.
And then they were connected to Shatner's agent, and then they FedExed it to him. And then Shatner thanked him on Twitter.
FedEx?
Yep.
Say anything about what tier they were in as far as their pricing is concerned?
Said there was some woman who asked the last name when he came in to get the package.
That same driver works wherever.
All right, the second story is about dumb people losing things. And have you been to Mount Vesuvius? Do you know where that is?
Italy.
And do you know what it is?
It's a volcano.
Yeah, volcano that still is active.
Oh yeah.
It hasn't been active in a while, since 1944, but it's still active. So an American tourist, so it's got to be an American, fell into the crater of Mount Vesuvius in an attempt to retrieve his mobile phone in the weekend. The 23-year-old man from...
Not Florida. Please not Florida. Please not Florida. Illinois.
Baltimore.
Yes.
Was hiking an unauthorized trail accompanied by 3 relatives on Saturday morning. The Carabinieri. That's a cool title. That's like the cop of Italy, I guess. Of the Provincial Command of Naples.
That's what those things that you put on your belt loop. And
carabiner. It's also that's what.
It's also the highest order of the highest rank.
Do you carry a gun? No, I just have it.
Nobody could put a ton of shit on my belt if you need be.
2 British tourists were also spotted walking on the Forbidden Trail. They gotta call out the British people.
Guys, don't go to the Forbidden. See, all right, if you go right, that's the Forbidden Trail. You're gonna want to stay off that one. All right, so Mr. Rules, how would you make sure nobody went on the Forbidden Trail?
They had a few bruises on his hands, arms, and back.
Is there a sign that just says Forbidden Trail, like with an X on it?
The path had clear signs warning of danger and forbidden access, according to the force.
So wouldn't you want to go on it anyway?
No.
You probably wouldn't, would you?
Active volcano Forbidden Trail? First,
yeah.
No. But if I do, and I lose my phone, the phone is just staying.
I'm saying let the phone go. Don't be, yeah.
Go on the Forbidden person that would go on the Forbidden Trail.
Go on the Forbidden Trail. Go on the Forbidden Trail. Just make sure your phone's deep in your pocket when you start on it. Yeah. You know.
What makes people think though it's a better choice to get this phone that's at most $500, right?
Have you ever seen people with their phones nowadays? It's ridiculous. I was watching. I almost texted you this the other day. I was like, I'm not on TikTok, but I'm actually watching somebody watch TikTok, and that's fascinating to me. People get so entranced by that stuff. It's unbelievable how you cannot see things going on around you if you're into whatever TikTok video you're watching.
Yeah, the kids come into class before the bell, and they're just
staring at it. It's so dystopian.
And every probably week, one class I say, back in the old days, the kids used to just talk to each other. So don't people let the phone go. If you go on the forbidden trail,
that's our public message, our public service message. We should come up with something at the end of the show that like, don't be attached to your because you constantly read these stories about people that fall into. I read a story about a woman that fell into a portalet for her phone, face first into a portalet because she had dropped her phone in there.
He did it on this show.
I was gonna say I thought we talked about it on the air.
Jarrod, I heard about this story somewhere.
I read about
this
brilliant guy was talking about it. It was amazing. I could remember who the obviously award-winning broadcaster was.
I think it was Walter Cronkite or something. There too, so that could be your thing. Put your phone down this week for a period of time. Listen to the show first.
Or if you drop it into a volcano or a shitter or a ravine or a fast-moving river or
do we have to make a whole list?
Off of a cruise ship, we might have to because there are not that many smart people out there, I guess.
Dear Mooga. We haven't had a Dear Mooga in a while. Ready?
Go.
Dear Mooga. Dun, dun, dun. I feel like we need a piano. Can you get a piano thing? Is there anything a piano?
Like slow? What do you mean?
Where I go, Dear Mooga. And then you go.
Okay.
Like a piano riff after it.
Okay.
For the past few weeks, I noticed... Oh, sorry. Help. I should start over. Dear
Mooga. I have to keep doing the goddamn piano thing?
I can't read. All right.
Dun, dun, dun.
Help. My friend is going to ask me out today after school, and I don't find her attractive. For the past few weeks, I noticed she was getting kind of clingy and dropping hints. I was kind of hoping she wouldn't do anything about it, but she just told me she has something to tell me after school. I pressed her on it, and she basically said it's a secret and that it's not bad unless I take it bad. I'm absolutely terrified. I just helped her out of a depression phase, and she wasn't eating for a long time. She is super sensitive. I'm so scared what will happen and how I should respond. I probably shouldn't be asking Mooga, but what do I do? P.S. I am 15.
Okay.
So I feel like this has probably happened to you because people give you stuff and invite you to be best man in their wedding. And
so he doesn't want to go out with her, but he wants to let her like sort of not tell her it's cut because I couldn't find you attractive.
He's got to thread a needle here. How does he thread the needle?
Yeah, because I was gonna kind of work on the whole eating disorder thing. I would say something about her looking a little chubby these days, but
that's not a good idea.
But that seems a little harsh.
And that's gonna spiral.
Yeah, because then that actually is an attack on her looks. That's sort of what I'm trying to avoid.
Yeah.
Is there anything about her besides her looks that you hate? Focus on those things, you know?
I see.
Like if she's got kind of a laugh, one of those cackly laughs that just sticks with you. Focus on that. Say something like I hate the way
that will work. That's what
your laugh makes me sad instead of happy or something like that, you know?
You think that will end well?
What he said was that he doesn't find her attractive, right?
Yes.
So I'm thinking he doesn't want to say I don't find you attractive.
But suddenly you spin to something positive, like I think we're just meant to be friends.
Well, that's pretty good too. Think that would work?
I don't know. I mean, I think it's better than making fun of her annoying laugh or.
That's just saying if that's
fat.
what she had. Well, yeah, I said not the fat thing because that would be that's mean.
Okay.
But the laugh thing is only if she has a laugh. Maybe she always talks over you. You're trying to get your point out, and
I see
somebody.
So you guys should record a podcast together, but not. Should we act it out? Should I be the woman and you be the?
I'm 15.
Yes. Hey, Mark.
Hey, what's going on? Hey, Vanessa.
I have something to tell you. Can we talk after school?
I gotta go right home. My mom's working late tonight.
Tonight's not let's just do it now then. I really appreciate.
My phone's ringing. Hold on one second, okay?
This will be quick. You don't need to be on your phone.
All right.
I remember we listened to the mag room and they told us to turn off our phones and
that's right.
Not to go into Mount Vesuvius.
We did have that. We've always had that.
I'm
starting to realize I think I want you to ask me what you're about to ask me.
You helped me through my depression and my eating disorder.
Yeah.
And I really just think we have a connection. And I was wondering if you wanted to go out with me. We should go out together. I think we're really great.
What were you saying about the mag room? I heard you say that in that mess of that you were talking about, and I was just hoping you'd repeat the part.
I said we shared the mag room together.
That's right, we did.
Loves.
What was your favorite episode of that?
Of the mag room?
Yeah.
The one where they talked about Magnum PI, because they do the mag stuff.
Maybe we should do that again together, because I did like you during that whole period of our relationship. I'll be honest with you, babe. I was going to tell you looked fat, or I was going to make up some terrible thing about you because I didn't want this whole thing to happen. I don't want to go out with you. I find you repulsive. But now that I think about it, we did have fun watching that hit show, The Mag Room. That brought us together in a way that a lot of things never have,
I think we listened to it because it's a podcast. We didn't watch it. We didn't watch it. We just listened to it.
That's right. That's right, babe. You're right. God, you always make me laugh so hard, babe. Maybe this is gonna work out.
I love it. Let's go. I love you.
You're not moving in or anything, right? We're just continuing this whole.
We'll live together forever, and I'm pregnant.
Wait, I'm 15, aren't I?
The Mag Room, sponsored by Corny Jokes & Co. What kind of jokes do farmers like, Mark?
Corny jokes.
Whenever I need corny jokes for the show, I consult my books from Corny Jokes & Co. They have thousands of books, films, and guides about corny jokes. It's all there in Germany. Yes, Germany. Corny Jokes & Co. Also, the Mag Room sponsored by Baby Pet Store. Do you need a baby pet, Mark? Well, come on down to the Baby Pet Store in Australia. Run by babies for parents who want babies. Also, baby equipment is in the back. Some babies who have come out of here are celebrities, such as Little Jokes, Sean Bean, and Will Smith. He wrote, insert famous person. So, all of that and more at the Baby Pet Store. So, those are our sponsors. All right. Produced by Boots O'Neill. Theme song by Mega Yellocks. Email Mooga and Sisko at gmail.com. Thank you for
somebody. Just right.
We have Instagram and Twitter, the Mag Room Pod. I post things from time to time. And remember, if you lose your phone, don't go into a volcano or the street to get it.
Our public service does it. Seriously, none of you guys, there's only 30 of you out there, but if any of you die because you go chasing your phone into some dangerous situation, I'm going to be very disappointed in you.
And turn your phone off for a period of time this week, like a couple hours in a row. And also, you should. I thought you were going to say the line.
I know. I wanted to just see what was going to happen if I waited.
Stick with the mag. It's cheesy when we say it at the same time. Do you want to say it or I say it?
No, you say it.
Okay. Stick. I thought you were going to do it again.
And everything else.
You cheese. Bye.
Ooh, ooh, I like my groom. I like my groom. Ooh, ooh, my groom is good. My groom is good. Ooh, ooh, I like my groom. I like my groom. Ooh, ooh, my groom is good. My groom is good. The my groom's good. Ooh, ooh, I like my groom. I like my groom. Ooh, ooh, my groom is good. My groom is good.
Those guys are losers.